one.
Chair, if it is an official from SALGA, then the process has to be undertaken. However, if it is a councillor,
yeah,
it is not necessary to undertake the oath or affirmation.
Okay.
Check.
Yeah, thank you very much. You'll just check. We'll check with Salga who is here. If they are here already, I'm not aware if they have rejoined. Mekhatebe, the accounting officer.
Chairperson, thank you. On resolution 19 of 2019, mechanism to mitigate the challenges experiences outlined by the Auditor General, I can safely say the 1920 Audit Action Plan was tabled to Council in May and it was approved. And we are going to ensure that on monthly basis, we submit to MPEG the performance or the performance on the implementation of the action plan, so that quarterly to council, then these reports will be submitted. I think moving forward, Chairperson, we are then going to submit to all those offices as requested. But with the 18-19, Chairperson, I'm sure that's where we lacked to say we must submit to court to COGTA or sorry to PROPEC on the quarterly on quarterly basis. I know I was checking when we were doing the PROPEC resolutions to say this we did not, we overlooked the quarterly submission to that. But as we say, these resolutions, Chairperson, we only received them, I'm sure this was received in March or what, but we have planned with this 1920 Audit Action Plan to make sure that the council monitors it on quarterly basis. I don't know whether I've answered correctly, Chairperson. I can't remember the other one, Chairperson.
Can I check with the, I'm sorry, ma, can I check with the...
Pardon me, Chairperson, the other ones?
Can I just check with the committee coordinator? I think in that might have that information because a decision which was taken by the committee, you might not have been here before, but we said the committee must be provided with that because it's part of oversight with that report. Now, the question would be to the mayor, why the report, after being adopted by council, was not being forwarded to us as a committee to look at the process of those mitigating challenges you had or experience that you are dealing with them. So this is serious. You see this thing of institutions not complying to public account and finance committee. Well and good, we appreciate if they have done the work. I think I wanted to check it was 2019 on which quarter? Was it the first quarter? I'm not sure which quarter was that. But if it's 2019 until today, we are now 2021. We have not even received any report of any quarter. Maybe the mayor must just tell us, is it because of the previous MM? But it is also the responsibility of the executive mayor because the structures and systems actually give and also more delegated powers. If the mayor has been delegated certain powers by council, it means the executive mayor is also responsible for ensuring that at this level of PROPEC, whatever resolutions taken are being adhered to. So I just wanted to check on that one only, why that report, quarterly should I say, report was not being submitted to the committee till today. I know you might not have been there, Mekhatebe, as the person seconded. Maybe you can check with the municipal manager if you are not in the same area, but we just want to know why it was not being sent. If not, it's well and good. We will then appreciate that the accounting officer must ensure that we see these things. And the reason why we always call the entire delegation to this information is because responsibility cannot just rely on one individual. The accounting office, the chairperson of MPEG, when we resolve where everybody's here, so that the entire delegation is able to remind one another, especially on the side of because now the MM is no more here. It might have been the issue why the MM is not here, but the issue of sending resolutions and complying to them, it's very important. Yeah, Executive Mayor or
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Let me respond. Received that questions, and me and the municipal manager, we sent it back to the COCTA. We received that questions in March here, and we tried our best to respond. We sent it to COCTA. Thank you very much.
But we also resolved that it must also be sent to the committee. Do we have any quarterly reports that we received in terms of this issue of the?
Thank you, Chairperson.
Wow.
And the honorable members and the various municipalities. Chairperson, according to our records, we have not yet received any information with regard to the matters that we have sent to the municipality. And that's the challenge that we're facing, Chairperson. It's very cumbersome for us to receive them as the committee might resolve. But in terms of our records and in terms of our system of tracking, we have not yet received that, Chairperson. If, as the mayor says, that they have submitted it to COCTA, we would appreciate it if they could also provide us with a copy of that one, because I think it's crucial for the committee to go further with that matter, because it's one of the concerns or one of the issues or resolutions that the committee took with regard to matters that affect municipalities in that regard. Thank you, Chairperson.
An act of undermining our committee coordinators in every level of the portfolio committee, it's a very serious, grave offense. I don't think that it will have to be a chairperson of a portfolio committee. Just imagine a chairperson of the portfolio committee from national NCOP to ourselves here when they want information and information does not reach them because of their behavior, a behavior of accounting officers. I'm sure Meradeb, as part of the COCTA, also help us as part of structure to municipalities. It is important as COPTA, Treasury, and municipalities is to take time to train the officials. Officials needs to be trained. I don't tell you or when, but the more we learn, the more they think they can run government by common sense. And it has been a attitude of most of leaders who are leading. They think they can just run government with common sense because of their experience. That's not how government is run. This is not a TLC. We have long gone from the times of the TLC. We are now in dispensation. And there are lots and lots of amendments that has been happening in our piece of legislation. Now it can correct, it is called for, and it must stop, will stop with us. Nobody's going to undermine any committee of parliament by the constitution, the powers vested by the constitution of this country, and people think they can do as they wish. We not back. We will then just summon members. We will then inform the names. We will not ask mayors to deal with the issues of the attitude of accounting officers of every level of entities. I don't think it should be a way of how we should work to one another. And this has been continued AGSA, where officials will never even respect the Auditor General. Then they will come in this platform of the PROPEC and want to tell us that they spoke to, they engaged with the Auditor General, they don't agree to the outcome. I think it's bad. It's a wrong attitude. We will not succumb to it. That is why our people are suffering today, is because of the very same attitude, a wrong attitude of officials that think they know everything. I think it's time that we must tell them now. It will not happen with us. It will never happen with our constituency. It will never happen with everybody. Everybody must just account. This money in those municipalities does not belong to any pocket of any leader or any official. It belongs to the people of the country to be offered with the services, and that's it. So if members, officials are with us, it can happen with us. If that is the attitude of officials who don't respect their own leaders, it will stop with us. And I hope it will never happen. So it can be correct that the committee coordinators should be able to go and kneel down for counting officers if the MM is too busy, because MMs sometimes they are always busy, or directors are forever busy. The director can just and give instruction to his own line manager to then give us a report, obviously through the instruction of the accounting officer. It should be like that. I don't think it's the right thing. The municipality of the Free State are not doing well. We really need to improve. It's either from the attitude of our human being, and we are even taught the Batupili principle by the very same government. I wonder how many of officials of this government who knows how many principles we have of Batupili principles, and what are they saying, those Batupili principles. If everybody could understand those Batupili principles, we would not be behaving the way we are behaving. Every person who works, whether a cleaner, whether a EPWP, whether any person, that particular individual must be respected. And that's why we apply the principle of Batupele principle. You don't treat a person because of his outlook, who is he, and so on. It does not happen that way. It will never happen. It's gonna end today, where officials of this government of municipality, even if I'm no more tomorrow, it will be known during our time, such things. That is why I said to committee coordinators, please give me the phone numbers of those individuals who think they are so much powerful than the constitution of this country. I will phone them and I will get the response from them, whether they are willing to comply with our resolutions or not. I enjoy working so much committee coordinators, please don't think I don't enjoy working. If anybody has a problem with how we are conducting our constitutional work, I would gladly like to get the phone numbers. I will phone, I will even drive and go to that institution, whether municipality, whether government offices, anywhere. I will knock and request for that information. If that information is not there, we will force the accounting officers to take reasonable accountable steps to deal with the consequence management of such individuals. That is why today Free State is going down in terms of the municipalities and service delivery, is because of the attitude of individuals. I'm sure I'm not going to say this anymore. I'm just going to allow process to be respected, and I'm sure Meradebe, you will also try to emphasize the real issues of working for our own importance here, so that we are not being held by people who don't want to comply. And I want to thank you for being there. I'm sure there will be a serious improvement of the municipality. I don't know if the accounting officer would also want to say something, because we really want to go to the mayor to then give us his last remarks.
Yes, Chairperson, thank you. Chairperson, we received the resolutions, the 1819 resolutions. We received them in March, and they were sent to us by Mr. Floyd Abrams of COGTA. We submitted to Mr. Floyd Abrams as we received those of COGTA. We did receive, but we've since submitted once, because we received them in March, and we have submitted our responses. We initially submitted, and then partially, then he indicated that there are other areas that were not responded to. Then we submitted a full document, Chairperson, on the responses. We're still waiting for the office of Dade Floyd, as he's the one who is delegated for us in Jeluputswa. Then if there are still outstanding issues, I think, Chairperson, he'll come back to us. But we've only received the resolutions in March this year, 2021. Then we started working on them, submitted, but he then responded to say there are areas which were not responded to. We then tried to finalize the others. Yes, there'll be omissions here and there. We submitted to them because I don't think we were made aware, but we have the responses even now, Chairperson. If we're given the address, we can email them even now, Chairperson. They are those that we submitted to Dade Floyd Abrams of COGTA. Thank you.
Mama Khatebe, can you hear me? Are you able to hear me, Mama Khatebe?
Chairperson, it was quiet, but I can hear now.
Okay. Let me just, I appreciate what COGTA is doing on behalf of the committee. But remember, when we deal with this process, we deal directly with the institution, which is yourselves as Nala municipality. Now, I actually wanted to avoid that we will have to blame COGTA for the late submissions of resolutions. Now, if COGTA is part of us in the meetings, they will ensure themselves that they chase out this resolution, which is one thing that I applaud, and I'm so humbled by that. The issue that I was referring to is that in these meetings, we will always have COGTA with us, Treasury with us, AGSA, SALGA,